All right, so I just want to do this quick demonstration here about the Hyundai Blue Link system in this 2012 Hyundai Genesis. So it's a little different than the Sonata or any other Hyundai here that was made, because this is a Genesis. Would be very similar in the Equus here. This is not a touchscreen. I don't know if any of my videos I've shown this here, but specifically in the Genesis, this is an 8-inch infotainment system. You can't say touchscreen. That works very, very well. You can see here you've got the rotary dial, moves left and right. You can seek. You can change your stations here with this rotary dial. I think it's pretty interesting. Every car I've had except my first, my Ford Fusion that I purchased has been a touchscreen. I had a Chrysler 200 that had the first UConnect in it. Very small system, but worked very good nonetheless. And then every other system I've either had a Ford my Ford Touch Sync system, the first generation of that, which sucked. That was terrible. Otherwise, all the UConnect systems that I have been good. But anyway, moving on to this here. So this is Hyundai's version of the infotainment system. Pretty easy to use. If you look here, you've got all your touch dials, your touch pad, you have your back button, which when you're in one of these, it'll take you to back here. You have your FM, AM, so I touch my FM, touch my AM, AM, FM, FM. Takes you to all your presets there. Pretty easy to use. Take you to your XM if you press XM, or your disc/auxiliary. So you can see it's got a CD player right there if you want to throw in a disc. And it also has a pretty interesting, for its time in 2012, the USB, the iPod integration, or the actual aux. So one thing, and the 12-volt charger right there. One thing I have to say I'm not impressed about, my phone doesn't charge with this USB, and it doesn't actually play into the vehicle. Not overly impressed with that. It's 2012. I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max, so, you know, technology has moved in 10 years. But nonetheless, the aux works good. The sound comes through very clear. Pretty impressed with that. One thing I do have to say about this Blue Link system, everything is simplistic. From your buttons here, to your buttons right here, to your buttons up there, everything is simplistic. The screen is easy to read. Compared to my UConnect and my Ram truck, this is my second favorite infotainment out of all the vehicles that I've driven. I gotta say, UConnect is the best. My Ford Touch, not very good. Even the new Ford Sync system's not the greatest. GM, I do have to say, it's a small screen, but it's fairly simple to use. Otherwise, this Hyundai is right up there with the UConnect. The map button right here takes you to map, shows you where you have been. If you press it again, it shows exactly where you are. If you press the back button there, it just takes that off. If you press the back again, the back is good. You don't really have to use it very much. If you press the Navi button, Navi/menu, it takes you to your address if you want to punch something in, change the route, edit, address book, etc. This is fairly simple to use. Here, your address, your previous destination, Addresses are pretty easy to punch in, whether you want to actually punch it in or just say it with the buttons there. Press back, takes you back. Point of interest, name. Let's just go Walmart. Pretty easy to do. Well, honestly, this is almost better than the touchscreen option. Maybe there's a Walgreens we can choose. Walmart. So we've got 28 options. We've got Hudson, Merrill, Minocqua, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Let's just say we're going out to Hudson. So we want to, you could add this as a waypoint. You could add this to address book, dial the number, which is pretty cool, or adjust position. We are going to replace destination. So route calculation in progress. So that would be our fastest route there. You can do the other route if you want. Takes you the long way, shortest way, blah, 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 blah. Press back. Simulate the route.
In 0.1 miles, turn left. Next left. In a half mile, turn right.
So this is what the simulator looks like on here. For its time, this is one of the best navigation systems to come out, and I will stand by that. It's very easy to use, gets to the point. I do have to say it's very simplistic. Last button here, info phone.
In
that
0.1
takes
miles,
you
turn left.
to the climate. You got your climate over there, whatever you want to control, your car settings, your system settings. Everything you have is pretty much right here. If you press it again, it takes you to your phone, so you can dial a phone, which I have connected. Now, in terms of navigation here, we're just going to show the route. So it's showing the route. And we just deleted it. Simple as that. I do have to say, the settings on here is pretty interesting. You can show a void area, show your traffic on the map, show the tracking, display miles, display kilometers, display mode. Auto. I have it on auto, of course. You can set all your home, your work, blah, 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 blah. Pretty interesting stuff. All with the use of this dial here, which I find is pretty cool, easy to use. One thing I gotta, especially in 2012 here, one thing I do have to commend Hyundai. They made navigation standard in this vehicle. I'm not sure if it's standard in the base model, but this is the top trim, so you would expect it to be standard. Most cars should come standard with navigation now. 2012, not necessarily so, but definitely in 2022, yes, they all should come standard. They all should come standard with cooled seats as well. That's a must. Anything over $40,000 should come standard with cooled seats, in my opinion. Anyway, getting back to the Blue Link here. You got your phone. Press the phone, takes you to phone. You have the button.
Pardon.
Media commands. Back. Navigation commands. Back. Radio commands. Radio XM. Oh, so I said radio first, took me to radio. Let's try that again. XM. XM channel 44. Pretty easy. My UConnect doesn't even do it that good. Take me to Walmart.
Pardon.
Various commands. Front full display off. Very cool. Front full display on. Very cool. So, anyway, getting to the point here, all the buttons are laid out very nicely. Buttons are laid out nicely there. Shifter flows right into this knob right here, which adjusts everything. That's your home, basically. You can tap down on it to also get to where you want to go. I would commend this. This is probably for 2012 one of the best systems out there, I would have to say. So another selling point of this car, if you're looking for an older Genesis like this, the Blue Link is one of the best systems out there, I would have to say. Very, very happy with this vehicle. Very, very happy with that touchscreen interface so far.